Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Chanel Chong. Today I would like to share with you guys on a few great financial tips that will change your life after this coronavirus pandemic. As everyone is concerned, the world is hit badly with this recent outbreak of coronavirus COVID-19. As of today, there are over 1 million of people globally who are tested positive with COVID-19, whereas in Malaysia itself, we have 3,400 over cases as of today. As a step to control this order, Malaysian government had enforced MCO, which is also known as Movement Control Order, to restrict people from getting out of their house too frequently. Shops and offices are asked to close. People are advised to work from home, but bear in mind, not every industry requires employees to work from home. As a result, employers and employees are suffering right now. Some employees, they are forced to take unpaid leaves when MCO commenced. Some of them, they are having pay cuts as well, while employers, on the other hand, they are not sure how long their business are going to sustain. So a lot of negativities are going on right now. Everyone seems to be lost, and we are not sure when this pandemic will end, when this pandemic will continue on. We are just not sure. It seems like 2020 has been one of the worst years to begin with. So my video today is to share with you on what great financial tips that we all can make use of today to change our life entirely after this pandemic. Before we begin, this channel is all about financial and money tips. If you like this kind of topics, feel free to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you get notified on my upcoming videos. So let's begin. Number 1. Review your savings. It is recommended by the expert that we should allocate 20% of our income monthly into our savings. Now, ask yourself these few questions. Do you have enough savings to sustain for 3 months without getting paid? Have you been doing forced savings up to 20% every month? If given a chance again, how much you wish you have saved up every month to tackle a pandemic hardship like this? And if you have been saving 20% of your monthly income, have you been putting them into suitable investment and savings portfolio to make the full use of them? Don't worry on this point, there's no right or wrong answer on this. 20% savings is recommended by the experts. You can go beyond that 30% if you can afford it, but if you're right now stuck at 10% or 15%, it is still a good saving habit. So this is like a wake-up call to all of us to see if we have saved enough for rainy days to come. If your savings are enough for you to sustain this hardship, congratulations to you. But if you have not done or you're just not doing enough for your savings at the moment, don't worry, you can always do it today, and today is the best day for you to kickstart your savings. Number 2, identify your spending habits. After you're done reviewing your savings, it is possible that you find out you are either not saving enough, you are not doing savings at all, or you just want to enhance your saving habit to another level. Checking your spending habits is the next step to trace your money, to trace for potential money to save. Tracing every single expense may sound very tedious, very time consuming, but trust me, with this way, you will understand your habits better and therefore you can plan for your money better. You can first categorize your spendings into 2 categories, first being fixed costs. These are the fixed commitments that you got to pay every month regardless of your pay. Examples will be house or room rentals, your monthly household expenses, insurance premiums, good debt such as your hire purchase, house loan, educational loans, bad debt such as credit card loans, personal loans, and the last one like utility bills. All this will fall under fixed costs. Optional costs, on the other hand, are the costs that you can control and adjust according to your spending habits. Examples will be entertainment or food expenses, shopping spree, traveling or transportation expenses, and others. So try to be as detailed as possible on your listing here, because the more detailed you are, the more you will find out what your spending habits are going to look like. Now let's relate savings and spending. For example, Mr. A earns 3,500 every month and he has been saving up 350, which is equivalent to his 10% income into his savings. So right now he wishes to increase his savings from 10% to 15%. Therefore, he listed down all his optional costs and he realized one big problem. His huge chunk of expenses came from entertainment expenses. He has a habit of going to cafes and restaurants with his friends every weekend and splurge on them. So he said he wants to improvise on this area, so he's trying to figure out how he can improvise. He can choose to lessen down the frequency of going out to expensive restaurants or cafes. He can choose to pay lesser with great apps such as entertainer apps, great deals on Fave or other online website discounted vouchers. Or he can choose to still enjoy his lifestyle by choosing a cheaper restaurant. So all these things, little bit by little bit, he can see some improvement in his savings and spending. So when going through each category, try to ask yourself whether every spending you did was necessary. If you realize that they are not important at all, then you will be reminded that, hey, next time I won't be spending this money anymore. Let me share with you on my experience on bad spending. Few years back, when I was doing this expenses tracking for the very first time in my life, I realized that I had been spending tons of money into cosmetics, up to the point where I could no longer fill my drawers in because they were just full of cosmetics. My table, my makeup table, they were also full of cosmetics that I hardly use. I told myself, hey, why don't I stop spending on cosmetics for a while? So for the entire year, I didn't spend on any cosmetics except for sunscreen and foundation. And after a year, guess what? I still find a lot of mascaras, eyeliners, they were still in good packaging. They were unwrapped and unopened because I had just abundance of them. From that experience onwards, I told myself I should only spend on what I need, but not what I want. Can you imagine still having a lot of cosmetics even though you don't buy them for a year? That is crazy. Number 3, restructure your debt repayment. Malaysian government had launched a 6 months automatic moratorium for hire purchase, housing loans, educational loans such as PTPTN. Insurance companies, on the other hand, they had offered a 3 months deferment on insurance premiums for the affected groups. Therefore, it is a very good time now to restructure your debt, especially credit card debts. Credit card interest can go as high as 18%. So if you have savings that you save up from the moratorium or the deferment of insurance premium, then you should pay off your credit card debts as soon as possible. For example, Mr. A has 2,000 ringgit of credit card debts, which he had been paying 200 every month. At the same time, he benefits from his 200 ringgit monthly educational loan moratorium for a period of 6 months. So over here, he has a spare cash of 200 ringgit every month to pay off his credit card debts. So instead of spending 11 months to pay off his debts, he managed to clear off his credit card debts within 6 months by just shuffling his funds from his educational loan. Unless you can find an investment that will help you to earn 20% per annum. If not, it is truly recommended that you should settle your credit card debts as soon as possible so that you won't lose on the compounding interest that will cost you tons of money. Number 4, restructure your funds. Now, this method is very suitable if you are an employee or employer who is having cash flow problem. You just can't seem to find more cash to help you with your current situation, then you may proceed with this method. You can do debt restructuring by getting more loans, business loans, personal loans, or extend your terms. talk to your bank to get a better rate, or you can even do balance transfer for your credit card debts. So of course, I would like to stress that this method is only provided that you can't find more cash to sustain your life now. So if you have enough savings for it to sustain, try not to proceed with this and add more debts to your life. No. Number 5, looking for other opportunities. Believe it or not, opportunities, they are out there, they are just anywhere. I have this friend who is running a stationery shop. During this MCO, he is unable to open his shop. Instead of worrying about his expenses, he went all out to source fresh fruits from a farm and sold them online. He has been getting very good orders every day. Little did he know that by just making a small decision like this will change their whole life. Number 6, invest in yourself. Now be rest assured that you are not getting opportunities at the moment. You can still choose to invest time in yourself. If you have always wanted to do some research on investments, like what kind of investment suits you, you may do so now. You can go and read some books, attend free webinars, attend free workshops, and YouTubes online to educate yourself first. Don't be shy to ask your friends around to see if they know of any opportunities that come by and may suit you. Get yourself well equipped with the knowledge and relevant skills so that you will know what to do when opportunities were to drop by. Well, it doesn't have to be monetary, it can be something else like learning how to cook. I want to start learning how to paint or maybe play a guitar. I want to finish reading this book by when? I want to spend more time with my family because I couldn't do so back then when I was so busy working. So all of this will point a small milestone in your calendar and make yourself grow every day without you realizing. Always remember that investment in yourself is the biggest investment ever. Number 7, setting goals and action plan. Now that you have been through tips number 1 to tips number 6 on your financial parts, it is time for you to kickstart your goal setting and your action plan. Be specific on your goals and be realistic on your action plans. It can be as simple as I want to clear off 1,000 ringgit of my credit card debts in 3 months time. I want to lose 1 kg of my weight in 1 week's time. I want to eat clean. I want to spend more time every day to play with my kids. All this will be achievable if you put them into action plan. Hey guys, so these were the financial tips that I had shared. I hope that you will find them helpful. It is extremely important for all of us to stay positive during this time. Don't worry so much, just try to make the most out of it during this MCO period. Stay home and stay safe. If you like my video today, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and comment down below. I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!